What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Bad Piston. So we're gonna start doing a few mods on the car. As you guys saw lately, I've been working on it, not so much on the engine side, but more small little mods that are gonna help me on my what do you call it, on my 60 foot, let's call it like that. It's gonna help me coming out of the lane on my 60 foot. Those are the mods I'm doing right now, and as you guys saw on the title, we're gonna do some BMR suspension parts. Alright, so here are the parts that I'm getting: the control arm and some toe rods. I believe it's called the toe. Both of them are adjustable, as you guys see. This is the one control arm and the adjustable. There you go. So, and yeah, so let's talk about it. Why am I doing? Also, I want to give out. Thank you, Dalton, for the help and hooking me up with the suspension parts. But anyways, I'm gonna do a little quick explanation. I'm not gonna get too technical about it. Like I said, I'm not a mechanic. I'm not, a pro racer, nothing like that. So I'm gonna try to explain what, on basic words, what they're gonna do, what's gonna help me. So I'm focusing right now. Suspension part is actually a big deal. It doesn't give you horsepower, obviously, but it's gonna help you how the car drives itself, all that weight transfer and all that stuff. So regardless, if you daily your car, you just want a better cornering and stuff like that, I mean, for most of the part, the stock parts, if you just daily your car, you don't need to do none of this. But for me, like, I do a lot of drag racing, not so much road racing, but drag racing. And if you go to the track, it's gonna help you just drivability on the car, the corner, and all that stuff. But for me, I'm focusing more on my 60 foot, getting out of the launching the car. That's the word I was looking for, launching the car better. So what these parts do, so each arm obviously has its own function. So suspension parts, real quick, how they work. When you have adjustable ones or just better ones, it's not just obviously they're gonna last longer because they're stronger than the stock ones. Once I start taking apart, we'll see when compared to them, so you guys can see an idea. By this time, I mean, there's a lot of people doing this stuff already. So if you got any knowledge that I missed, or any comments, tips, anything, you guys can comment down below. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but if I miss something or I say something wrong, just let me know, man. But anyways, so they're stronger, obviously, they're gonna last longer, take more beating, and for the most part, obviously, you can adjust your height and the tire, basically be able to move the tire. So for me, for launching, some control arms, trail arms, you can adjust them by noticing how the car launches. If you got too much of space and you're just squatting too much, or you need a little bit of more, that's why you can adjust them. That's the basic kind of knowledge that I have about the suspension parts. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be able to launch better with these parts. So yeah, we're gonna get to it, how to install them, and hopefully this quick explanation gives you an idea why am I doing it. For me, I drag race a lot, so it's gonna help me on my launch in my car better. And these parts, obviously, one of the purpose too is to wheel hop. My car doesn't really wheel hop, honestly. I don't have wheel hop on my car. For what I see in most of the manual guys, those are the ones that have the wheel hop. So this part is gonna help you big time on those. Why they help you on the wheel hop? Because now all that weight transfer and the power is taken into the actual part, the suspension part. instead of transferring to the wheel. That's why your wheels was hopping, because all that weight transfer and all that stuff goes through the wheel, you know. Now this one's kind of take it and absorb that beating. But with that being said, man, let's get to it. Let's start taking and comparing the both of them, stock versus BMR. And yeah, man, easy install. Alright guys, so the first step obviously is to lift the car and remove the wheels. So I got them removed already, and this is what my suspension looks like. So obviously each car is going to be different. In this case, I'm working on my 5th gen. I mean, I'm talking like I have a few cars, but I got my SUV and my 5th gen and my bike. But yeah, this is a 5th gen Camaro. This is what my suspension looks like. So maybe other cars have different parts, extra parts, I don't know. But on mine, like I said, it's completely stock. So it's gonna start working on the suspension. The good thing about it is that you can be doing by parts. You know, you don't have to change the whole thing. In this case, I'm just gonna switch this two. And so on this side, you got the sway bar, you got the shocks. In the future, I'm gonna change those too. All I gotta do is remove those bolts over there, those bolts over here, and the ones connected over here. So after switching those parts, you're gonna need to take your car to an alignment to get an alignment. So I'm gonna get as accurate as I can right now. Alright guys, so I'm already at the bottom, and you can see the two control arms. And so we're gonna start with the bottom one. All you need is an 18mm socket or wrench. Now on this side, it's got a bolt, but it's welded into it. So all you gotta do is unbolt this one, which I already started, and then we're gonna move over there. I believe they're all 18mm. So let's get to it. All right guys, so this is how we're looking. So we got the top on this one already dismounted. So all we gotta do is take those out, and this one come out. Now this one's a little harder, more tricky, because this weird angle that it has, it doesn't really give you space to work on it, and the rotor is kind of on the way, so you can't get a long socket and get it. Same with this side over here. As you see, the bolt will hit right here. So but anyways, I did got it, but the one thing is, I'm trying to remove the bolt out, it hits right here. I ended up just messing with it, really pushing this down until I finally got the bolt. But that tells me that actually the bolt goes like this, you know. And I had it like this, that way I can pull it out. But when I was putting everything back together, to me it made sense because I didn't have the rotor in. So I messed it up by putting it in like that. So if I put it like that, then I can even play with this. Let's say that lower arm, I can just give it angle and shoot, come on. But yeah, that's just a really tip, you know, to help you guys out and don't make the same mistakes. Don't put it like this, put it like that. All right, so we got both of them out already. The one thing that I noticed and I found out, GM is really smart about it. This bolt actually is facing this way, right? So when you're trying to pull it out, it actually hits the tank right here. So you gotta play with it, wiggle it, and move the arm up and right, so it gives you the right angle. You can actually pull it out. So there's a specific angle where it actually barely comes out. So just play with it, you're gonna get it. But me, later on, I'm gonna place it like that. So but yeah, that's only one thing it's kind of giving me trouble. But we got both of them out, so we're just gonna put it back together. All right, so here's the parts right next to each other. So this one's gonna be replaced by this one. So as you guys can see, the material on the stock ones is a little bit lighter, not as much, but it seems like it's more flexible compared to the BMRs, where it's a lot stronger. So That's why I'm saying that this part's actually gonna take the beating and absorb all that the weight when you're trying to launch the car, instead of this one where the weight goes through to the wheels. So yeah, so actually, you know, not only looks better, but it's a lot stronger, stiffer, and it's gonna be better and adjustable too, so I can play with it. But yeah. All right, guys. So one thing I was doing able to adjust them. So this one opens up like that, and both of them adjust. So I try to put it right in the middle, and what I did, I put the bolts on the stock ones. That way I get around the same measurement or distance, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. This one adjusts on the bottom, on the top part of it. So yeah, just one thing that's gonna help me try to get as close as I can to the stock one. All right, guys. So this is the finished product. It's actually easier to put it back on. We're just gonna do the other side. Yeah, but that's it, man. Like basically that is it. You just gotta do on this one, the bottom one. What I did, I grabbed this part to keep it straight while I was tightening this one, because whenever you start getting tight, this one kind of moves on the side. So make sure you do that so it kind of stay straight as possible. But pretty much that's it, man. That's the whole process. Pretty easy, looks better. So the whole purpose of this is try to get a better launch, and plus they look cool too. So those are the first two parts of the suspension. Later on we will be doing maybe shocks and all that stuff. Right now I don't really need them, as the power is I'm making, the stock shocks still doing their job, but we'll see little by little, man. So hopefully you guys like the video, subscribe, like, all that stuff. If you guys got any advice, comments, comment down below. But yeah, man, thank you for watching. See you guys next video.